Hello, I'm going to be talking about let's see, what's this called? Project Fish Tank. Essentially, the goal of this project is for you to take some static code and create a function that when you call it with different parameters, it draws a fish at a different place. So I think what I'm going to do is change the center of the given code to 0, 0, so that when I take this code that I'm given and I put it into a function, I can use matrix transforms, which are always good to wrap up in these functions that shield the transform from the rest of the world, essentially. So any matrix transformations that I do between these two tags, if you will not affect the rest of the program. And the one that I want is translate. X and Y are those numbers that I'm going to put into the function. And now I'll just put all of that code right in between there and end my function. Let's test it out. I think that one of their instructions was to probably do a loop. Create the function, call the function lots more times with different values. Well, I just set it up so anytime this called, it'll give it a random value. So now I'm going to do a for loop. And there's so many fish that I can't tell what's fish and what's water. So I'm probably just going to want to go with about 10 of those. What's the next? Add more parameters to the function, like tail width, eye size, tail color. More ways that you can make each fish different from each other. Well, I don't like all of my fish being exactly purple because that's not very natural. So I'm going to find body color and I'm going to change that to a random hue of purple. So I can do that by adding plus random minus 100 to 100. So I'm just going to take that R value and it's going to now range between 62 and 262. Don't worry about going over 255 because if Phil gets one of these parameters as being greater than 255, it just defaults to 255. And I put the same thing in the green. So now I got all kinds of hues of purple, which is a little bit more natural. And I'll vary the body length randomly, but not that much. It's looking good enough for me. Let's throw a random number in. Oh, actually, I don't think I'm following the instructions. I think they want me to add more parameters, not just randomize. So let's make triangle. The triangle is the tail, so I'm going to add tail width as a parameter. Now you might be tempted to go down here and say var tail width equals something. No, you don't need to do that. X and Y and tail width are numbers that the function is given to work with, and then it can just work with them right away. Center X and body length and things like that are set up internal to the function and not passed to it. So that's the main difference. But tail width, I'm just going to add right here. So by default, that's going to be undefined because I didn't put in a variable, so that's why all the tails disappeared, because it's freaking my function out to not have a number here. There we go, I see some good variability. This one's clearly tiny and this one's extremely elongated, so I can tell that that worked. Create the function, call the function, call it lots of times, add more parameters. I think I'm gonna just end this tutorial here so it doesn't get too long. Let me know if you want to see the bonus or if you want to figure that out on your own. Thanks for watching.